Hey, so this is going to hopefully clear up what our digital portfolios are versus PLPs and kind of show you where we're at with them. We're taking some time in class this afternoon to make sure we're all on the same page and understand how it works and add a slide or two in there. So the digital portfolio for 9th Grade Academy is different than the PLP or the Personalized Learning Plan. The PLP is something that is a plan for your education, for high school, for past high school, a plan for learning about who you are, things like that. What your 9th Grade Academy digital portfolio is like an online or a digital binder or a digital notebook for you to keep track of work and turn in work, essentially. So it's an online binder for you to keep track of your evidence, assignments, work that you have access to no matter where you are, no matter what time you're working on it. I have access to it no matter where you are. And then it's something that also, when you're done with this class and it's next semester, semester 2, or it's next year when you're a sophomore, you'll still have access to it because you own it. So if you realize, if you're in a class in your sophomore year and you're like, oh, I did this really cool assignment in 9th Grade Academy, and I really want to use it again, you have access to it that you can take. So it's like an online digital binder. So you have your title page, you can have an About Me page, that's optional. Interests and passions, also optional. It's just kind of good stuff to have if someone who doesn't know you is looking at this. You do need to have a slide that has pieces of evidence and work. So this header to let people know that's the part of your digital portfolio you're heading into. One slide that we added, or we will add in class today, is creating a slide that is a template for when you're adding a new entry or adding a new evidence or piece of work. So you're going to go to slide, new slide, so that you can add a slide in here in between your first piece of work and your header for it. Make sure that all of this information is on it. So pause the video and split screen or something, or take a picture with a phone, or jot down on a piece of paper what this is so you can add this into your slide. You need to have the name of evidence or work at the title, so kind of like a title for it. You need to have the date that you did it. If you want, you can do like week 3, 9/25, or just 9/25. So the date that you did it, a short description or information about what it is. This does not need to be long, but just something to help cue you or me or someone else for what this assignment was for, and then a link to it. So a link to the document or to the place where your assignment is. We will go over in class how to link this in, but I also, a piece of remote work this week will be to go through your digital portfolio and make sure links are in there, and it's not just like the entire link, it's shortened up. So there will be a video coming later for that. So make sure this is in here. If you need to pause the video and do that, please do that. And then there are 4 things that you need to have in your digital portfolio so far. The first one is your digital get to know you. The second is your identity and education reflection. That is something we did not get to last week, but there are directions in the weekly slide or weekly schedule. If you need help with that, let me know. Title, short description, link, your identity list. So it's cut off a little bit with this corner, but you can put a picture here, your identity list. We read about identity in class, and then we each created our own identity lists. And the 4th thing is, last week for remote work, something that I asked you all to do was to take a learning styles quiz, watch a video. So this is where you would put a link to the document that holds your results from the quiz and just kind of notes and research and ideas on them. All right, I hope that was helpful. If not, please let me know, and I'm getting ready to send this to you now.